you guys doing tonight? Well, I guess I got about 5 minutes to tell you a story that really doesn't have an ending. So, I just graduated grad school, and my first semester of grad school, I was invited out to a Thai restaurant by a friend of mine. And I thought it was going to be a big group of people, sit down, have some fun. So I get there, it's just myself, being one of the only black males in the class, and it was like 3 black females with me there. And for some reason, the entire conversation throughout the night was, why are there no good black males out there? So I witnessed the irony immediately, because at the time, being a single black male in graduate school, I thought I was pretty good. I thought I was a good catch. But they just didn't get at that point. So we enjoyed ourselves, we left. And then later on that night, I get a call from my friend, someone who invited me. Her name's Akua. And she called me and she said, oh, did you see that girl Kendra? She really likes you. I said, Kendra, the girl who was talking about there's no good black men out there? I was like, how do you think she likes me? She didn't say much to me. She's like, don't worry, she really, really likes you. I was like, okay, whatever. So time goes by. You know, we say hi by each other in the hall because we're both in the same class. And one night, because still in school, I stumble in drunk. I go straight to my laptop and I get on Facebook. So I'm on Facebook, I get a message, and it's somebody saying hi, and lo and behold, it's Kendra. So we have a conversation, and it ends up with me telling her how much I like sushi. And if I say it, she invited herself out to eat sushi. If she says it, I invited her to eat sushi. But the point is, she gave me her number, and the next day we went to eat sushi. So the next day I find out, she finds out how much I love sushi. I find out how much she hates sushi. She does not like sushi at all. But it was the blossom of a slowly growing seed. So for the next few weeks or month, she'd come over to my house. She'd sit on one couch, I'd sit on another. We watch movies like Friday, The Wood, things like that. And then she would go home. So eventually we actually did start dating. Contrary to popular belief, we started dating. And best thing that ever happened to me in my life. So first part of the story is actually about a guy who didn't do the right thing. Things were going great, and I was only 24 at the time, and most people, 24 is really too young to get out of the game. So I was afraid. I said, I can't get out of the game at this point. If you ask her, I don't have game anyway, so I can't get out of something that I was never in the first place, So I was afraid, and instead of being a man, I was a boy, and I ran away from my fear. I actually broke up with her. Devastated her. And to this day, she doesn't know how much it devastated me, because it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. So eventually, I actually did become a man, and I won her back, gained redemption, took her out for Valentine's Day, and told her that, I don't ever want to lose her again. So we've been back together since then, and thank you. So, we got to the point where we started talking about marriage, and being that she's a traditional woman, she said, I will not say yes to you until you have gotten the approval of my father. So I've, gone a bunch of, tried to, think how I was going to do it and everything. And I know it would be the wrong thing to ask her to marry me before I got the approval of her father. So I'll tell you what I did do. I woke up this morning, 6 o'clock, and I called every hour on the hour. He never picked up. He finally got me. I finally got a hold of me around 2 o'clock. He called me up and said, bonjour. I said, oh, bonjour. He said, comment est? First I said, muy bien. I was like, wait a second, that's Spanish. And he actually speaks Creole. So he was like, muy bien. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Très bien, merci. And then we started talking, and I told him how much I love his daughter and how much I want to marry her. and I asked him for his approval. And he said, yes, you know, I have my approval. And so that was one thing I did do right. One thing I didn't do right was she asked me if I'd ever wrote poetry for her. And I lied and told her I didn't write poetry for her. So I'm actually going to make that right too. Come up here, please. I haven't memorized this, so you got to bear with me. The title of this poem is, Would You Be My Air? Would you be my air? The air beneath me that supports and gives power so that I may take flight and reach the highest peak. The air in my lungs that vibrates my vocal cords and gives me reason to speak. The air that comforts me, cools me, or warms me when other people leave me alone out in the cold. The cool air that calms me when I get too brash, too bold. Would you be the air that completes me and every day breathes new life into me?